Welcome to the Raven Space on YouTube. My name is Jason, and this is Raven Space Daily, where we talk about Baltimore Ravens news every single weekday. And today's our special show where we do a game preview. We have the Ravens coming to M&T Bank Stadium. We have the Lions coming to M&T Bank Stadium to play the Ravens. One of the most important home games we have left on our schedule. It's a big game, so we're going to talk about a lot of things. The injury report. We're gonna get on into it. So let's go to the topic list. So first we're going to talk about the injury report, then an offensive preview, a defensive preview, the mailbag questions, and then the comments of the day. So let's get to the first topic. Simple. It's the injury report, right? Let's talk about it. And the Ravens are getting healthy at the right time. And I'm excited about it because we got to get healthy. Again, as you guys can see, there's a little issue I'm having with the software, but it'll be fine. Let's get into it. So there are only 3 players that missed practice, and 1 player did come back at the very end. So CJ Mosley did not practice for the first half, but he came back on the field at the end. Jermaine Illuminor was injured. He did not play, and then Terrell Suggs took his usual day off. So what does this tell you as a Ravens fan? Well, I'll tell you what it tells me. First, it tells me that we're getting healthy at the right time. Now, I do wish that we had some of our players like Tavon Young, like Marshall Yonda, who, can't play because they're out for the entire season. But the Ravens are getting as healthy as we can get at the best time of year. Basically, right now, there's only 1 player that cannot suit up for the Ravens, and his name is Jermaine Illuminor. So, and he's not really needed. So, we're going to move on to the second topic, and it's the offensive preview. And I'm getting excited about this game because I think that the Ravens are playing teams that are going to prepare them for the playoffs, right? So last week we went against a #1 receiver, and we went against maybe a top 10 pass rusher, right? This week we have another top 10 pass rusher and a very, very, very good quarterback. But let's talk about the pass rusher first. Ziggy Ansah is a beast, and he's going to test Ronnie Stanley. I'm excited about that. I think Stanley can win that battle. The whole defense for the Lions has played so well, and I mean, they struggle every now and then, but they're a good defense. They're going to test our offense. Will we score a lot of points? No. They're better than us. Their defense is better than our offense, but can we score some points on them? Yes. I think that it's going to be a real test, a real test for our offensive line. If we struggle on the offensive line, we may be in trouble. The Lions play a 4-3, so it's tough to double team players in a 4-3, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully our offense pulls through. The offensive line plays excellent, and we get another win under our belt, and our offense is going to be a big part of that. So now we're going to move to the third topic, and we're moving kind of fast through out here. Like I said, I'm having a little bit of issue with my software. So because we're moving so fast, we'll do a couple more questions. So, and someone asked how long is the show? It's 10 to 15 minutes long every show. So now we're going to talk about the defensive preview. And this is the exciting part. This is going to be the fun part, to be 100% honest, because our defense is our moneymaker. Our defense is our moneymaker, and it's a prove it game. Let's be real. The Ravens haven't beat an elite quarterback all season, right? And not just an elite. We haven't beat a top tier quarterback all season, right? If our defense is really what we think it is, it's time to put up or shut up right now. Right now, time to put up or shut up. Jimmy Smith came off a bad game. Can he improve? Can he rebound? Eric Weddle, Tony Jefferson, Brandon Carr, Marlon Humphrey, even players like CJ Mosley who help out in coverage. We're going against a quarterback that can win a game, right? We're going against a quarterback that can win a game. It's time to prove that you can do it. Can you do this? Can you win this game? I want to know. I want to see. I'm excited. It's going to be tough because I do think Matthew Stafford has arm talent. He may be the only quarterback in the league that him and Aaron Rodgers are the only two quarterbacks in the league that have arm talent, in my opinion, greater than Joe Flacco. And when I say arm talent, they can make every throw on the field. They can throw it deep, whatever. I think those may be the only two. And I'm excited. I'm pumped up. If the defense wins this game, and if they do something crazy like hold them under a touchdown or hold them to a touchdown, I think we have a defense that can help us get to the Super Bowl. And I really do think that. I think standout player, Jimmy Smith. Hey, you went from DeAndre Hopkins. You're going against either Marvin Jones or Golden Tate. You can handle both of these cats, and we need you to shut down one side of the field so Matthew Stafford can't hurt us as much as he could if he had both sides of the field to throw to at his will. So I'm excited to see it. I wonder what's going to happen. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think this is going to be a easy win, a hard win? Let me know what you think. And also drop your scores below for the game. Me personally, I say the Ravens win. And I say it's a relatively high scoring game for the Ravens offense. I think they score 3 touchdowns this game because I think they're gonna have to be honest. Because I think that the Lions will hit a touchdown and then kick some field goals. So, and I usually don't do final score predictions, but there you go. So, like I said, it was a shorter day because I'm having issues, but I did want to give you guys a show anyway. So let's hop on to the mailbag question. The mailbag is sponsored by the Raven Space Patreon and our patrons. If you guys did not know, Patreon is a way to let you guys help us out. Again, all this is free for you guys, and we want to keep it free forever. And the Patreons are the people who help keep it free for you. So in the comments, say thank you. In the live chat, say thank you. Now we're going to go to the question. And this question comes from Marlon Humphrey. That's special. And Marlon Humphrey's question was, when Tavon Young comes back, who will be the starting corner along with Jimmy Smith? I think this is a great question. And actually, there were so many good questions last episode. You guys are really doing your thing. Thank you guys so much. I was amazed. I guarantee there's going to be like 4 questions in the mailbag episode on Monday from last episode. It was awesome. But my answer is, it's crazy right now. The answer is Marlon Humphrey. I mean, you said when Tavon Young comes back, so in my head that means 1 year. In 1 year, who will be the starting cornerbacks? I say Marlon Humphrey, Jimmy Smith are going to be the starting cornerbacks. Tavon Young will start in the slot. Marcus Kennedy will back up Tavon Young, and Brandon Carr will back up Marlon Humphrey. And if you guys know, if you guys been watching, if you guys have heard me, you guys may have heard this on Twitter, Facebook, here on YouTube, the Raven Space website where I write sometimes. You guys may have heard me say Brandon Carr is a good cornerback. He's playing great this season. Don't rush Humphrey onto the field. But over the last 2-3 weeks, Humphrey is showing me that he can play this game at the highest level, and that was my complaint about him earlier, that I didn't see that yet. I see it. So next year, make Humphrey the starter. He's ready, and honestly, he's more dynamic than a Brandon Carr at this point, in my opinion. So if you guys agree with me, let me know. If you guys don't agree with me, let me know as well. Now we're going to move on to the comment of the day, unsullied by sponsorship. And the comment comes from Zachary Cabell. And his comment in reference to yesterday's episode was, Tucker is only 28. Can you imagine if he goes to 44 like Vinatieri? That man is going to be remembered by everyone. And I agree with you to an extent. And I say to an extent because being a kicker, the rules are tough when it comes to your legacy. Because to be honest, people in the football community don't see you as a football player. I'm be honest, okay? Deion Sanders does not see kickers like he sees other football players, right? So if you want to be in the Hall of Fame, you have to be extremely talented, and he is extremely talented. But so was Matt Stover, and he's not in the Hall of Fame yet either. So so hopefully nothing happens to Tucker. He's great enough to get into the Hall of Fame, but I just don't know. I just don't know. But I hope he does get in. He will be one of the best kickers in NFL history, maybe the best kicker in NFL history. There's a couple of other kickers right now who are doing just as well. Dan Bailey, who got injured, I believe, and for Dallas, the Cowboys, he's very good. Gutowski had a bad year, but he's also very good. So it is what it is. And please, guys, please start putting the questions in the comments on the live show. As you guys know, after the show, we do a couple of questions from the people in the chat. And again, you guys don't see the little bar on the left side. I'll be adding it soon. Well, Steven will be. Steven does that stuff for me. So now let's go into the questions. And we're going to find one. We have one. Okay, here's go. Josh HW2, he asked, do you think the absence of Illuminor will affect the outcome of the game? Not at all. Not in the slightest. Illuminor is very, very raw. Very, 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 very raw. I mean, Illuminor is as raw as it gets. And it's going to take him some years. He'll get there sooner or later, but he's just not there right now. And here's one from Chrominus. Chrominus, I see you in the chat all the time. And his question is, if the Patriots don't re-sign tackle Nate Soldier, should we pick him up? Yes. I don't care. I know a lot of people say he's getting old. Nate Soldier is a lineman that can play in this league. We need linemen that can play in this league. Austin Howard played well last game, some people say. Not me, but some people say that. But Nate Soldier is light years better than Austin is, to be 100% honest. Again, there's a reason Bill Belichick doesn't keep old players if they're not good. So this question comes from Blue Broski Peep, and he asks, do you think we should worry that Mosley is missing a lot of tackles recently? I have not noticed that. I have seen Mosley play great, really, to be honest. And I think he's fine. If he is missing a lot of tackles, I think that it's just something that's happening. You have to remember, Mosley's our best tackler on the team. He may be having a couple of bad games. And tackling is a thing that NFL players, especially on defense, you've done it a million times. You don't got to practice it anymore. You might try to, get if you're missing a lot of tackles, your coach might say something to you. But the Ravens, we don't miss a lot of tackles. We're really good at that. This question comes from Ravens Universe. Thoughts on the best wide receiver in the draft class, DJ Moore. Do you think we should draft him? So, draft questions are hard because the draft is, unlike other sports, the NFL draft is after free agency. So, depending on what happens there, that would, of course, change the answer. Right now, I would say, if he's available, you take the best receiver. Because we need that. So I don't care if you're picking at 32. If the Ravens win the Super Bowl, try to find a receiver because we need one, right? If you have the trade a pick, try to get 2 good receivers. Because remember, we passed on Juju Smith-Schuster, who is playing very well right now for the Steelers. So, and that's not the only person we passed on that's playing well for the Steelers. So, and then we're going to answer one more question. Let's do SM35. Do you think the Ravens should trade Carr? No. Next year he'll have 1 year left on his contract. It's a cheap year. Keep him. Injuries in this game. If you can afford to have multiple talented players, you want to keep them, right? Teams that are successful have depth. You see a team like the Eagles, who literally can take 4 defensive linemen out the game, put in 4 more defensive linemen, and everything's okay, right? They have cornerbacks. They can take out, 2 cornerbacks, right? Their best cornerback, their starter cornerback, has not played in any games for 9 weeks, and they were 8-1. Sorry about that. I need to get some water. But now they're 9-1. He came back. They won again. So, man, I'm just saying, depth is the way to go. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the Raven Space on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, you guys help us out. Subscribers help us out. Also, the biggest thing that you guys can do is become a Patreon subscriber. For $1 a month, you guys can get some great things like extra videos, your name on the video. So please check it out. I really implore you to. It'll be awesome. And if you like this video, share it with everybody, all your Ravens friends. Thank you guys so much, and go Ravens.